WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160, 813, as we said. And on this Thursday morning, let's meet a couple of guests that I've not had in the studio before. I don't know how you people missed out. Where have you been? Scott Deutsch, am I saying it right?
Yes, correct.
Scott Deutsch and Tara Sarver with us from the National Center for Defense Manufacturing and Machining. Scott is the Brand and Communications Manager, and Tara is the Project Coordinator. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And you have a big event coming up. Is it an annual summit that you hold?
Yes, it's we hold this every year in May.
Mm-hmm.
Kick off the summer with a get together. This will be the 6th year that we've done this in Blairsville at Chestnut Ridge.
Mm-hmm.
We moved into Blairsville as a company in 2012, and this will be the continuation of an ongoing conversation that we've had since we began, and it's a terrific event. We bring in some top speakers from around the manufacturing world. We have a keynote from the Boeing Corporation talking about how automation is being used in aerospace applications. We have military leaders coming to speak to our guests and inform the folks that attend how advanced manufacturing is being used in defense applications.
Well, tell me who you are. Who is the National Center for Defense Manufacturing?
Who is
NCDMM?
Right. So we're the National Center for Defense Manufacturing and Machining, and we were created in 2003 with some ramped up deployment of military assets overseas following 9/11. The United States military was seeing that they needed to streamline and accelerate the adoption of some new manufacturing technologies into to better serve our warfighters out in the battlefront.
Mm-hmm.
And through some congressional action, the NCDMM was formed, and we were formed as a not-for-profit organization to provide manufacturing expertise and support, engineering support to various manufacturing efforts of the U.S. military. So since 2003 and the congressional action that was taken, we now are a self-sustaining organization that still is a nonprofit, and we still do that good work, but we're doing it on larger scales these days through larger programs involving the military and specifically U.S. Army and U.S. Air Force. And it's terrific work that we get to do every single day, where we're having an impact on the equipment, the weapons platforms, the transportation platforms that our men and women are using in defense of our country. And it's a terrific mission-driven organization as opposed to a profit-driven organization.
Yeah. Now, Tara, you're the project coordinator. What does that entail?
For a project coordinator is essentially I'm an event coordinator.
Oh, okay.
So I organize all the events with outward facing for NCDMM, and then the program office we have in Youngstown, the America Makes the 3D National Additive Manufacturing Innovation Institute as well. It was brought forth.
Mm-hmm.
So Summit is one of the events that I coordinate and lead. I've taken on the reins from a previous event coordinator, Amy Good, and I've had it for about 3 years now.
Yeah. Now, Scott said that the event is coming up at Chestnut Ridge. Give us the wins.
It starts Wednesday, May 9th at Chestnut, so registration opens at 7:30, and opening remarks start at 8:30 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
We actually have County Commissioner Rod Ruddick is going to do some welcoming words for us as we start our day off.
Mm-hmm. And who comes to events such as this?
So the attendance is a pretty wide scope. We have students coming from ICTC and then the local community college in Westmoreland County, up to the C-level of organizations and corporations.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a pretty big, wide variety of people that come. I mean, we have some really great sponsors as well. So we have Lockheed Martin as our diamond sponsor, and Indiana County CEO is our platinum sponsor, and we have several gold and silver such as Pitt and Babson Callen and M7 Technologies. So just to name a few of the sponsors that we have coming in.
Is the opportunity still there for folks who are not registered yet to come?
Absolutely, and we take registration at the door as well.
Okay. And what's the fee?
Is
there a fee? I guess I should put it that way.
There is a fee. It is $495. And it includes not only just a dynamic agenda that we have with all the great speakers that we have attending this year, but it also includes your meals and the opportunity to network and rub shoulders with these people that we bring to the table. So you get to rub shoulders with the C-level or the founders or the inventors of equipment, such as the gentleman that's coming from Boeing, Jason, and I apologize, I'm going to probably not say his name right. It's Carrie Estes. It's something like that. I apologize. But Jason has a pretty awesome background. So not only is he a robotics engineer for the Boeing company, but he's also an inventor, an entrepreneur, and has been on several TV shows and is a TV personality. So he was on Mythbusters, Good Morning America. Those are the two ones that I can think of. He's done some TED Talks. So, we don't just have we also have a colonel coming in for the United States Marine Corps that's also coming in to talk about a program. But these are just a wide variety of people that we bring to the table that you actually get to interface with and have a conversation with and network with throughout the day.
Scott, when you have folks of this caliber coming, and with this topic, the opportunities, both for local folks and for people all across the region, as Tara said, just the opportunity to network with them, become involved with them, get your name before them, that just must be a tremendous thing, and a great chance for people to make themselves known and maybe get a foot in the door.
Yeah, absolutely. And when we do events, and it's one of the things that we kind of pride ourselves on is because we're a not-for-profit and we don't have a technology motive or a specific product or process that we're promoting, we promote the goodwill of the industry at large, and we promote the collaboration that can take place organically when you have events such as this. This is the event that we put on here in Blairsville, but we also have an event annually in Youngstown, Ohio, to support one of our major programs there. And we do other events to support other programs as well. And one of the great things is exactly that. When you have an industry leader meeting with a defense leader that has a specific need, and that mesh can take place. It's one of the things that we talk about all the time at NCDMM is our ability to connect dots. And because we maintain that not-for-profit status, we maintain a level of trustworthiness and unbiased, as an unbiased partner to help coordinate those meetings. We often say at NCDMM, we don't actually make anything at that company, but we make connections. And we don't actually produce a product, but we help others produce their product in better ways by bringing the necessary technologists or the necessary processes or advancements together, and hopefully moving the ball forward to getting something from just maybe a basic laboratory into a production floor where it can actually be used.
You open doors.
Absolutely. We connect dots. We say it all the time. We're dot connected. We have stories of companies meeting at our summit.
Well, that was what I was going to ask you. Some of the success stories that have come out of this that stand out to either one of you from a summit event such as this in the past, which would actually point us toward the possibilities for the future.
Oh, absolutely. And we have a company that's a sponsor that has been one of our sponsors for many years at Summit, M7 Technologies out of Youngstown, Ohio. And they've developed some pretty interesting metrology, and I know I don't want to get too bogged down in big words here, but they've developed some really interesting methodology to, while they're machining parts or doing work on large-scale machines, that they can sense when the part might be going a little bit off, so they can make corrections on the fly. So rather than have to tear down the componentry, then do an inspection, they're doing live inspection as the part's being manufactured. And they developed some pretty dynamic technologies that were very interesting to our military clients and have led to the production or the creation of new business models and a new business that is spun off of this particular company. And a lot of it got exposed at an event like Summit. And we were able to help put the hands together to shake hands on, wow, that's a pretty interesting thing, and let's pursue that. Let's find some ways where we can put that into action.
I think people would be amazed to know just how many different, with any industry, but certainly within the defense industry, how many different things have to come together to make one particular item. You know,
oh yeah,
you don't say we're going to go down there and we're going to open up our doors and build a tank today. It isn't like that. No. To understand the precision and all of the different components that come into that tank, and I use tank just because that's what jumps off. But any type of military equipment, any type of manufacturing equipment in any industry takes a tremendous amount of, as you say, engineering, manufacturing, from the smallest part to the largest.
And we are blessed. I know Tara and I have traveled to various defense manufacturing conferences around the nation, and we're blessed to hear keynote speakers from the military and the Office of Secretary of Defense kind of inspire us with not just the superior military that we have in this nation, but also the superior manufacturing technologies that we have. You know, and when we collectively, the United States, puts together a weapons platform or an aircraft platform, we have significant advantage over our adversaries, not just in the technology or the firepower, but in how it's manufactured. Mm-hmm. And it's great to be part of that. I think it's wonderful.
It's happening right here in Indiana County, and maybe not a lot of people are aware of it, but
we're a quiet little company down the road doing some big stuff for sure.
Well, that's and vital stuff for our country and for the overall health of this particular region and community.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so it's next Wednesday is when it begins, Chestnut Ridge.
Yeah, and following Wednesday at Chestnut Ridge on Tom's Run, we hold our annual golf outing. So those that come into town from parts far away can bring their sticks and hit the links with us the following morning. So we have a golf outing, and proceeds will benefit the Troops First Foundation. That's been our recipient of our proceeds for over the last number of years, and it's a terrific way to continue that networking, continue that conversation, and chase a ball around a golf course for a day,
knocking that little thing around.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting your frustrations out.
Yeah. So anyone that is interested, golf is you can still register for golf if you're interested. Come out for a nice day, for a good cause. Hopefully it's a nice day.
Yeah.
Should be.
I'm looking at the forecast. You're good.
Okay, great.
Better than last year.
Yeah, we get used to golfing in snow and.
Last year we golfed in snow, sleet, and diagonal rain.
We got
wind.
you all fixed up this year.
All right, excellent. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody wants to know more. What's the contact? Where do they need to go?
They're going to go to NCDMM Summit, ncdmmsummit.org. They're going to go to the website. They can find out information about golf. They can find out information about attending the event, and they can reach out to us with any questions. There's contact information on that site, and we'd be certainly glad to welcome anyone that's interested.
Yes.
Scott Deutsch, Tara Sarver, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
We
appreciate
so
it.
much.
It is Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank on WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160.